Now, let's go back to George Floyd again. Now, Breonna Taylor, I know they just shot that poor woman in her house, and there was no excuse for that. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. But the problem with George Floyd is there's looters, right? And he's marching around them, right? Now, the officer's job, like I told you, is to what? Keep the peace, keep the beats. Now, when he places you under arrest, you're supposed to comply. I'm sorry, that's just how it's been. Depending on the laws you're actually breaking. All right. And that's what they do. That's what they do. Okay? Like with James, right? Okay, the problem there is he either had warrants, right, for a previous charge, which when the police did a background check, they found out about it and tried to arrest him, and he resisted arrest by trying to get to his vehicle and to either get the knife or flee, right? Legally, that's what he did. That's what he did. It ain't cause it would be any different with the white man either, no. Okay, do you understand? If I'm in the same situation, right, and I have a warrant out for my arrest and I do something wrong, right? Right. Or not. And like with the salon, I'm told not to go in the salon anymore if I don't go in the salon anymore, right? Even though there's nothing wrong with me, right? They filed a report where I can't go into the salon anymore. So I don't. But that don't stop me from going around that area if I want to get something from one of the stores. I can still go to the cake store, for example, and get me some cake if I want cake, or the little dollar store. I can do that. I just don't go into that store because they acted all batshit, in my opinion. Or for me just going to the bathroom the last time, too. Okay. And now idiot is talking like he knows something about a 5-year-old I don't even mess with, right? 5-year-olds, right? So that's the point, right? Now, arthritis pain is different than paralysis, which is what my real disability should be, too. Idiot don't understand that either. When you fall 3 stories and you're damaged like this, you shouldn't be walking normally, right? To have arthritis pain is a blessing from God, by the way. And if you should be paralyzed from the waist down, it's the other side of the coin, by the way. And then it still makes you disabled, just not from paralysis, by the way, too. So, right, I told you that before too. I'm sure. Right. So that's another thing, right? Now, if we are going to be in a society, who has to follow the rules? Everybody. It ain't about you being white or black sometimes. It's about breaking the rules and being charged with it. No, or not. Right? So if you keep the law, you don't get punished for breaking the law, right? Right. If you don't, you should be punished, right? Right. This is cause and effect naturally. Even if it's a speeding ticket, again, right. Watch your speed, try to keep it around the posted speed limit, and that's all you can do. Even if other idiots are speeding around you, keep it around the speed limit. Best you can. Usually that would be the only reason I would speed as well. Other people around me are speeding, so I'm trying to get out their damn way. Anyway. Right. Or it's late at night and I'm trying to get home in a hurry. Things like that. Sometimes it's speed in that situation. Whatever. But other than that, right, people trying to get me in trouble for something I'm not doing, right, that only could have happened in 94, right? That if it had happened in 94, it would be dealt with then, not now, normally anyway. And like I said, we all have issues, right? Dealing with men and sex. Don't we? So we're in the situation where I don't know why idiot keeps bringing up all this stuff he's bringing up anyway. And I'm trying to get to the bottom of his way of thinking, right? Towards me, right? Which is not justified, by the way. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. See, that's called, you're aware there's stalkers out there, but because I'm mentally ill, you're trying to make me a stalker, right? That's what that is. That's what that is. When I'm not a stalker, no. See, I know about that too. I too watch Sleeping with the Enemy and The Bodyguard. You know why I'm pausing, right? I'm saying if you can figure it out. What movie I'm talking about now, right? I also seen The Star is Born. I also seen the originals. And that's the point, right? I also know that there's a difference when a woman wants to be in a relationship with a man and when she don't, right? And if I feel like you do, you can tell me. If you don't tell me, I assume you're just a friend, right? By the way. No more than that either. See, if I meet you, you're either an acquaintance or a friend. And like, oh man, yes, I'm looking for a wife, but if you tell me you're married, that's cool. Now, I'll be friendly with you. I'll be your friend, right? I'll be playful with you like I would anyone. Right? I'll joke around with you. I'll tease you if you tease me, and I'll be your friend. But anything more would have to happen with us collaborating, right? Talking more beyond where we see each other, too, right? If we only see each other in public places, nothing's really going to happen anyway, normally, right? I'm not going to take you to my house because that's where the police are going to come to find your butt. That's why I put up my address, too, by the way. Don't that make sense? If people are accusing you of being a pedophile, the only thing you can do to show you're not a pedophile is put up your address, because this is right where I'm at. Motherfucker, if I have a job, you'll know it. If I don't, you know it. I don't, do I? Not in 50 years. 50 years. Have I ever inappropriately touched a child? Unless the child myself, right? And that's legal. Well, legal. Now, you also can't break the law to try to make me to break the law, because then you're breaking the law first, and if I don't know what's going on, I have to ask questions. And if I ask the right questions at the right time, you can't entrap me. That's entrapment. That's you trying to force me, like Satan did Adam and Eve, to do something wrong when I'm not looking for it, right? Or something I'll agree with you is wrong. even. But not me. So again, I sat down, had me a little bit of lunch, some chips, and a little bit of spaghetti and meatballs from Boyardee. Boyardee. Grew up on that stuff, man. Right. It's kind of cheap. So again, let's see how hot it is now. It might be a little bit hotter now. And if you really have a dream, idiot, you really have the dream or you didn't. It's not rocket science. People don't use a lot about having a dream. They had a dream. Now, you can't be physically brought into the throne of God in heaven, can you? No. How would you see it in a dream? Why? And it's in heaven. Right. You're on the earth. Now, in that, he's the God of the earth and heaven, right? Or heaven and earth, right? He's still that God, right? How is he going to bring a male child on the earth into heaven in the dream? In the dream. Durr. And some people just can't be nice to people who aren't doing nothing wrong to begin with. And that's their problem too, right? They don't trust people to begin with. That's what I think was Ben's issue, right? Whatever's going on in his mind, he's obviously trying to quid pro quo me there. Right? I'm more concerned with my sexuality than training. Well, that's not why I joined the Navy. But he also found out I was going out to Christian Fellowship Church when 2020 did the interview thing. So all this is going on around the same time, right? Too. I don't know if he brought it up first or what. But this was during 91 and the first Persian Gulf War. What's that? Because I don't know what to do. I've never worked on shipboard electrical equipment. Have you? Is that something you know how to do automatically, or does someone have to show you? Usually step by step. You don't even know what the equipment might look like if you've never seen it before. Unless it's something common like a light fixture, but everybody knows what that looks like too. But that's not all there is on the ship, is it? Is it? They would have done better, right? Sorry about that. Let's see. Let's see. You can't entrap him either. See, entrapment is where he's trying to fight that off, but you're trying to make him do it. Yeah, that's what that is. That's what that is. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You can't set me up yourself. That's vigilante behavior. And that's against the law. I don't know. See, it's different, like I said, if I'm going to pedophile sites and not adult sites, you can catch me in that too. Well, I'm not. I'm trying to go to adult dating sites. For example, where they have to be 18 to post a picture, right? And that's the point too. So, anyway. Now, another problem some men do have is they blur the lines of a relationship, which I'm trying not to do either. It's like when Molly started acting too weird, even I let her go. And didn't talk about anything happening for 7 years. But then I started talking about it again. So that means the 2015, I didn't really talk about her a lot, you know. Because of how she suddenly did me, you know. Which is wrong. See, I'm telling her I do want a relationship, but even if I have premarital sex, I'm willing to work it out with you. She's telling me, oh, I want friends with benefits, which turned into a one-night stand for me, you know. So see, she's not hearing what I'm saying, nor was I hearing what she's saying, but I still realized that and let it go. For example.